This is a quick introduction to the features of Easypromo3D. As you can see on the screen in front of you now, we have a 3D keyring, which can be turned around with your mouse or using the navigation controls. Now, what you can do, because this is a clear keyring and doesn't see that well, you can adjust the background colour if you wish. Or you can change the default colour of the keyring. So if we look at the examples there, we can change it to green, or we could change it to blue, or we could change it to another colour. So that's the idea there, is you can move the keyring on your screen, you can change the colours, and you can change the colours of the background. Now what we're going to do is we could zoom in on a particular part of the keyring, so we could see it in more detail, and we still get to turn it round and look at it. In this case, obviously, we can see there's an image on the back, and we can look at the transparency. And if I use the rotate options there, I can rotate it that way around as well. So what we're going to do now is go on to the Images tab. We can have libraries of images, or in this case, I'm going to upload a new image. So if we browse there, we could pick up a new image. So I'm just going to pick one up I found earlier, which is the Virgin brand, and I'm going to upload that image to my image bank. So if you like, there's my Virgin logo now. I click there and it applies that logo instead of the other one there. Now in this case I've got a white background, so I want to remove the white background, and I probably want to make it quite a tough remove. So we'll say OK. So what this does is it goes, you can change the bar if you like. So there we are now, I've got the Virgin logo, and I might say that's slightly out of proportion, so I could change the size of the logo by moving it down slightly, and I might also say in this case I think it's probably a bit, so we'll put it on there like that. And then when I'm happy with that logo, at the moment you see if you turn it, the other logo is still on the back. So if I turn it back, I can then go copy to back. So if I turn that round now, we'll find that the Virgin logo is now on the front and the back. And that's how easy it is to create. I could rotate that logo if I wanted, or we could just shrink that back down a little bit now, so we can see the full keyring in terms of that. And that's how easy it is. If I wanted to replace that logo with the Easypromo3D logo, I can choose where I want to do it and just click on there, and if we were to turn that round now, we could see that the 3D logo is now on the back as such. So if we don't want that, let's just copy the Virgin logo, copy that back, and we've now got 3D on both sides. And from this point I can either click there to save the image as like a one-dimensional JPEG type file, or I can click here, which saves the image in keyrings. So let's go into keyrings, promotional keyrings, and call this the 3D keyring. Click save, and that's now saved, as it says on the screen, and ready. If we go into the sample manager, we can choose the product. So we can go down my list here, choose the 3D keyring, and if I want to email it to somebody, it's ready there to email. So if I just email it to myself, Andrew at easypromo3d.co.uk, your 3D sample. Obviously I can change this text here, and all I do is hit send. Email sent. I've now sent my 3D sample to my client. So that's why Easy3D is so easy to use. Hope you've enjoyed the presentation.